Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This time we are back with our third vlog.
Time we are going to do vlog on one of the favorite destinations of Kerala.
So we are on the road now and we are heading towards Kollam beach. So I have taken the Kottarakara Kollam road, and along with us we also have my cousin brother Akhil. So he's the one who suggested us this route. So we would be heading to Kollam beach now, and from there we will take the route where we will have sea on the right, and on the left hand side we would have the Kollam backwaters. So we have reached the Kollam beach now, and as you can see, there are no much crowd. So it's obvious that it's not yet open for the public. So let me give you a brief about Kollam. So Kollam district is one of the 14 districts of Kerala, and Kollam is an ancient trading town mentioned in the historical citations dating back the biblical times. And Kollam also takes credit for being the hub of India's cashew trading and processing industry. Well, Kollam is also famous for the Ashtamudi Kayal, which is a backwater and which also attracts a lot of tourists around the year. And as you can see, this is the Kollam port, which is famous for its fisheries. Now, Kollam beach is actually surrounded by a lot of fishing settlement and also have a busy fish market for fresh catch of the day. After the beach, now Akhil told us that there is a lighthouse as well here. So let's go and check out how's the lighthouse, if we could capture some glimpse of that. But however, as I told, this particular beach, it's not open for tourists, and it's all due to the COVID situation in India. Otherwise, it's a very beautiful beach.
So now we have reached the Kollam lighthouse. It's also called as Tangasheri lighthouse, but I think the visitors are not allowed right now because of COVID times, of course. So to give you a brief about this lighthouse, it was built by the British East India Company in 1902, and it's one of the second tallest lighthouses and the most visited one. You know, there's even an elevator which was installed in 2016 for the visitors to have a good view.
So the tourist location we are heading to is called the Varkala beach, and we are taking the route through Kapil beach. So if we take this route, as I said before, we would be having the Arabian Sea on our right, and on our left we would witness the beautiful Kerala backwaters. This route was advised by Akhil. You can see on the right hand side we have the Arabian Sea.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And
You can also see here, so the parts of the road is also missing. So I think this is from the previous storm, which the cyclone which we had here in Kerala. So a major part of the road is missing here. So this is kind of an adventurous drive for us, right? So as I said, we have witnessed the first beautiful backwaters. So here we have stopped on the way. Now this is Iravipuram. During normal period, this used to be a place where people actually commute through the boat. So this is actually like how we have bus stops and railway station. This is a boat jetty. So let us go there and see how beautiful view we are getting. I don't know how it looks from the phone, but to my eyes, this is a very beautiful view. So guys, we had to take a diversion because the roads were closed. So what we learned is that from the recent cyclone which had hit Kerala, of that all the roads by the sea have been damaged. You can already see in my video. So because of that, we have taken a different route now to Varkala beach. Now we would try to get you some glimpse of the backwaters and the beach once again from Varkala. So let's see how it goes. So as per the diversion, it shows that it would take another 40 minutes for us to reach Varkala. Otherwise, it was 25 minutes. So this road is again as usual through the city, and hopeful to reach there by 4:30. So probably we would get the glimpse of the sunset also. So we have reached Varkala now. We can Varkala beach. All the facilities what you see on the either side, they are all resorts. So finally we have reached the beach, and here we are at Varkala beach.
So many people
You
here.
can see there are people here, although we initially thought that this place is not open for tourists, but there are a lot of cars. So let's see how it goes.
So we have finally reached Varkala beach and it is extremely beautiful. I mean, the view is like extraordinary, and we are currently standing right on the cliff, and I just want to go there and have some fun in the water, but I think it's not allowed. So let's walk down the lane and see what all is here. On the right side, we can see a lot of cafes, and on the left side, of course, the beautiful Arabian Sea. Um, Guys, this really reminds me of Goa.
We found a way to go down to the beach. So every 200 to 300 meter, they have steps created. These are man-made. So let's take this steps down and see how beautiful the beach is. That the beach is empty, there are no tourists, and it's not open for public yet. So right now we see some youths who have come here for photography. Otherwise there is no general public, and also the lifeguards here have come to me, and they have asked us to leave. So looks like the beach is yet to be opened for the tourists, although all the resorts around have been open.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like fresh.
Located in southern Kerala at the north border of Trivandrum district, this beach is blissful for your eyes. This place is considered very holy as there is a temple over here called Janardhan Swami Temple, which is 2000 years old, and here Lord Vishnu resides. Here people believe that they can wash off their sins, therefore it is also called as Papanashan Temple. Here we have a Shivagiri Mutt, which is an ashram. So for those people who are into yoga, meditation and Ayurveda, Varkala is your destination. Here we have Varkala Lighthouse, which is just 4 kilometers away from the Varkala beach. You can climb up to the lighthouse to have a look at the beautiful landscape of Varkala. It opens between 3 to 5 pm. For history enthusiasts, you can visit Anchengo Fort, which is just near the lighthouse, so you guys don't have to plan it separately. The beach is 3.4 kilometers away from Varkala railway station. It takes around 10 minutes to drive with minimum road traffic. For those people who are preferring by flight, Trivandrum International Airport is the nearest airport to the Varkala beach with a distance of 49 kilometers.
So guys, we are actually on our way back. So it was a pleasant evening for us. Unfortunately, we could not stay back for the sunset because there are restrictions in place indeed, and by around 5:45 the cops would come in and they would ask the people to leave. So for those reasons we could not stay back there for the sunset. Otherwise it was a very good experience. We had a very fun-filled evening, and there are cafes nearby where we actually had some snacks. So I would definitely recommend this place to people who are coming to Kerala, especially who love
to stay by the beach side and looking for a peaceful place. And except alcohol, you get everything else what you get it in Goa. So there's almost same kind of ambience here as well. There are a lot of tourists. There are foreigners also. So I think this is a recommended place from ourselves to anybody who wants to come down to Kerala and spend some time. So that's it from this trip, guys. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this vlog from us. It was an unplanned trip for us. We were desperate to step out, and when we heard that there has been relaxation, and thanks to Akhil, when I spoke to him today morning, he suggested me about this place. So thanks to him. So that's the reason we made this sudden plan, and I think it was worth it. We really enjoyed. We had a good evening. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. So please, Sia,
like button
share
and subscribe.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.